Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you. So today, I'm standing before you to give the review of a book which I recently read. That is 0 to 1 by author Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel was the CEO and co-founder of PayPal, which later he sold to eBay for $1.5 billion in 2002. And after the sale, the original members of Peter Thiel's team went to companies like LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. And we all know where this company stand. And these people were mentored and trained by Peter Thiel himself. So looking at the number of successful companies which were directly or indirectly influenced by Peter Thiel, we can see that he knows a way or a secret of building a successful company. So in this book, he has given 3 ways by which we can build a successful company. And this book is basically for startups, entrepreneurs, and how to make a business to a successful level. So the first one is always bet on a contrarian truth. That is, before starting a business, you should always ask yourself that on what important truth does very few people agree with you on. And like Steve Jobs know the truth about how we would use a smartphone in the future. Like at that time when the iPhone was launched, it didn't have a physical keyboard, and all the other phones were having a physical keyboard. And at that time, everyone disagreed to it. Like all like the mobile phone with a physical keyboard, like the Nokia E73 and 73, a lot of models were there. Blackberries, they all had a physical keyboard, and they looked more stylish. And like looking now to the future, like we cannot imagine to use a phone with a physical keyboard. So at that time, he knew that in the future, his product would be a success. And just like that, Uber, Swiggy, like they all knew about this. Like thinking about the past, like going 5 or 10 years back, we all wouldn't think that we would order food from the hotels and it would come to us, or getting into a car of a stranger. Uber, we just do it on the spot, right? So when you bet your business on a contrarian truth, it is like you are starting something new and not copying what is already existing. You're starting something new, and when you start something new, your progress is going from like 0 to 1. And when you're copying something, your progression will be from 0 to n. And this 0 to 1 is more important than going from 1 to 10, because it is the base. It is the basic thing we should have, the starting stage of our company, which you develop to the first level. Then it will go to the higher positions. So always bet on a contrarian truth. Now the second one. In the second one, the author says that if you want to start a big business, you should always try to capture a small niche market. Like when Jeff Bezos, when he started Amazon, he wanted to build a everything store. But instead of that, he decided to conquer a small market, which was online book selling. He targeted the book readers because he knew that the readers were the people who were well educated, and because of that they had a decent earning, so they would buy the books. So he made them their customers, these readers. So then after getting the revenue from this business, he upgraded it to what we are seeing now, Amazon, like an everything store. And the previous customers were there, who were the book readers. They used to buy from this, and they shared the words to others. Now, so in this book, the author says that whoever is the first person to conquer the important part of that business, important part of a market, is the person who is going to get success at the first point. And coming to the third, always strive to be a monopoly. Always try to get your business to a monopoly level. That is, by becoming a monopoly, you can avoid getting competitions. He says that all the failed companies are the same because they lack to escape from competition. So if your company is a monopoly, you can avoid getting competitions. So I would like to conclude by saying that Whenever you are trying to start a business or something, always start your business around a contrarian truth, then capture a niche market, and then spread your business and strive to be a monopoly. Thank you.